Hey, welcome to another weekly update with your Lords of War pals.
Pals, that's us.
Friendos.
That's us, yeah.
What the hell's going on this week?
What is going on this week? Well, I don't know. We got Necromunda, I guess.
Yeah, it's just one of their like little small release weekends. So you got the new campaign book, followed with the Vansar Arachnorigs, I think they're called.
Yeah.
Which are really cool.
They're actually really cool.
Like spidery robot.
I was like, whenever I see the Vansar kits, I'm like, why is this not like a 40k faction?
I know, they're so cool.
Like,
they're like
so
super tech humans. Like they're like they're like.
Yeah.
I know for those of you that play Infinity too, like the Necromunda has a lot of Infinity vibes.
Well, yeah, especially those guys.
Yeah, those guys especially.
Yeah. I mean, the guys wearing rags, like, I don't know, some of the Codor models and stuff, maybe not
so much, yeah.
But they're like literal strapped, taped together guns, which is their charm, of course. You're like, I don't know. Those guys. Yeah. I mean, Infinity does have its low tech, the Ariadne guys don't have like internet connections or whatever.
It's true.
So anyway, but yeah, the Vansar stuff.
But we're not gonna have much. There's like pretty low allocation for that stuff. So if you want something, let us know as soon as you can.
Yeah.
So
yeah, last week's video I explained a bit like how that works with the allocations, and yeah, long story short, Games Workshop does not make a large amount of Necromunda anything, because they like to make a little bit and then it sells out, and then they might make a little bit more later, but it's just like how it is, and probably it's probably the right way. You could argue that maybe because of that the game can't grow as fast as it wants to, but maybe there isn't much to grow. I don't know. It's a very good game and good product, but
there's a like part of me thinks that like and it's weird because like the people at Games Workshop at the higher levels wouldn't have been even around during like the previous time they had like specialist games in stores in the 90s. But like to me it seems like almost like an institutional sort of like hangover where they don't want to repeat like past mistakes where they had like all this stuff sitting on shelves in stores across the country.
Yeah.
So they're very conservative with like their specialist products. Yeah.
So what Chris is alluding to is like once upon a time when they had like a dozen specialist games, which is kind of like where they're getting to now, but they would stock them all kind of like fully in every one of their stores. So you would have like full ranges and sections for all these tiny games, and then as well they would print some of these games in different languages, and it basically just had insane levels of like they went too wide, they had too much of the stock lying around, so you'd have to like keep stock of these things, and some of them sold well, some of them didn't. And the other thing with specialist games is they have low barriers to entry, but they also have like low ceilings, because you kind of like you might just say I only like Vansars, so then you buy 3 things or 4 things, and then
when you think about it, like
forever,
you might be waiting like a year or 2 before something comes out new for you, and it's just a kit or something small. So it
creates this like bloat on the wall that just doesn't move or whatever. So anyway, that's why they do it that way, and I mean it works fine because a lot of the stuff they just like put on the website and have it rotate in and out, and I don't know, it's worked for us. I mean, we like stocking it. People do pick it up, and I guess it's the advantage of being one of the few places that keeps it on the wall.
Yeah. Also this week there's the new Pokemon set. Just like every other week.
It does feel like that. Yeah.
Paradox Rift. So I guess that's is it the 4th set for Scarlet and Violet?
Yeah.
So they're right out the gates.
Scarlet Violet, Paldea, Obsidian Flames, and
you only count 151 because it's not like a booster box set.
Yeah, it's such a great set.
It's so good though. It's very cool. It's very cool.
Yeah. So if you at all I mean Pokemon is mostly, it's not played as much. It's like there's a lot of people collecting it. So just like you probably see on the internet, it's true. People come and just buy it.
It's I had to rewire my brain to like just think of it as sports cards.
It's sports cards.
And as soon as I did that, I was like, oh yeah, this makes
sports
sense.
Sports cards. You're trying to complete your binder.
People collect sets of it. Like it's kind of cool.
One of everything. And including, and they have the sets are loaded with special secret rares and special arts. And all that, and the card quality, like I think some people were like, oh, it's the new era, the Scarlet and Violet era is like basically it's like the post Ash Ketchum era or whatever.
Right.
So some people might be like, oh, this is going to be like not the same. Maybe the cards won't be as valuable, but I think the other side of it is like there's no opportunity for new stuff that is like
for sure.
So why not get in with ground level, I guess.
Yeah. No, I think Scarlet and Violet already looks like it's going to age really well. Like
It's gonna age really well. Yeah.
there's like obviously a lot of it out there, but Pokemon is consumed like no other thing.
Yeah. And
So,
attritioned quickly.
Attritioned so fast.
Kids just take them to the playground and destroy them.
People open it up, they consume it like it's like crazy, right? So
Anyway.
so that'll be in the shop this week. Trainer boxes, booster packs, all that stuff. So it's always fun.
It is definitely casual fun. And
Yeah.
actually, for those of you that are like older and maybe didn't get to play or played a little bit and would like to sort of play again, they have little kits you can buy that have like little decks in them, and you can just mess around or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of our customers are at that age where like their kids are young like ours.
Yeah.
And it's like it's kind of funny because it's that first generation of people that like played it as a kid, like Pokemon cards as a kid, and then now they have kids.
Yes.
Enough time has gone by, so like I've kind of seen that happen, which is kind of cool, and I've done that with my own son, who's Jay's oldest is age. They're both 6.
They're both 6, yeah.
So they're kind of at that age where
the game says 6+, so
they can kind of play Pokemon and understand it or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's good to like help them learn reading, and like they really like it. So
yeah. Although you know kids are, you stack the deck against you.
You have to let them beat you.
They're like, no, Dad, you can't use that one. I only use that one. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I want to use that one.
Yeah.
I bought that card. It's my card. Anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What else?
So what are you working on this week?
Yes.
I saw last week you finished the Knights.
So Knights are done for my city.
Yeah.
So now it is the terrible task of painting 20 infantry, or 19 infantry, and they are in the middle of being base coated.
You know, though, I feel like as far as AOS models go, they're pretty small. So
They are not bad.
So that might factor in a little
The
bit.
like detail to bullshit ratio or whatever you call it is like
it's not too bad.
Not horrible. But I guess like I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, because of like our again. We've done lots of Age of Sigmar armies, but like we're used to also painting Warhammer Fantasy battle armies before, and every year it gets harder and harder to paint 20 of something. Like I'm used to,
That's true.
painting a 3 or a 5, and you're like, this is significant. Like Chris is painting Croc scores this week, and like those 6 Croc scores is like
They're freaking massive.
is a lot of like
a lot of stuff,
but it's like a lot of points, and it's like you could suffer through that and be like, oh, I got a significant chunk done, right?
Yeah.
So. Which is why that year I did Sylvaneth was great. I was like, oh, these Carnoth Hunters are so expensive, and they're just big trees. That's great.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's going okay. They have I got the painful work out of the way, as in the base coating of the yellow on all of the guys. So maybe like there'll be a minor video in the next little while of like I guess how I paint the yellow. It's very easy. It's I do a. So basically, there's an AK military color. It's called like MERD Murdic Sand or something, which is some sort of, I don't know, probably American or
It's tactical yellow.
tactical. It's just a sand color, and what it really is Wraithbone. It's almost Wraithbone.
Oh, nice.
And but it's in like a tall dropper jar, and it's an AK paint, so it's not chalky. It covers pretty well. You still have to do 2 coats, though. You're not, of course, getting away with 1 over black or whatever. And so I do that, and then several passes of Cassandora yellow.
Oh, you're like doing the like shading it, yeah.
I don't know. I followed. That was what was in the army book.
Cassandora is nice because it has that like yellow orange tone.
It's kind of yellow orange. It's it's a weird. So. And because you're applying a wash shade, it's like again very simple to apply. You're not just you just push it around, let it dry, come back, do it again, and that's it. And it's kind of and because it doesn't look super smooth, I also like it because again the army scheme is a little grungier, so I'm okay with like some patches being a little whatever. So that's how it's going. So we'll see where I get to this week.
Nice.
I would like to finish them before the army release, so that I'm just painting like heroes and it's a lie. I do need to paint more knights, but
not doing a second 20 blob of steel humps.
I don't know. That's the thing.
Not.
It's funny. Like this is so stupid. Like I have the army book and I have written some lists on paper, but I don't like really think about the army until it's in the app because writing lists on paper. I'm like already
Yeah.
like that whole like I used to love writing lists on paper, and I've already just like I hate this. It needs to be in my app.
The app is really good.
I need to be
it's
just
a good
like
app.
because then you can like iterate through like 14 lists, you know, in 10 minutes. You're like, oh, this is good. This doesn't fit. This math doesn't add up. Next, and then you just reference your book occasionally for the special rules or whatever. So, so anyway, so once then I'll decide. But it's hard. It's hard to decide like what heroes and whether I don't know to take certain combos and. So.
Yeah, I think you just got to see a lot of it in action first, and like what damage does this unit do enough damage?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do I need
well,
two
then
of
I'll be able
these?
to
Do I,
play,
you know,
'cause
that
I'll have
sort
the
of
general
thing, right?
release.
So,
Yeah. So then that means by late November, early December, I will have enough models that have come out to play some games and
cool.
make decisions.
Yeah,
and maybe a Hurricanum will be out. I don't think so, but
that's a dream right there. Yeah.
and I did the classic dumb thing. Let's go on eBay and oh my god,
We'd love
people want billions of dollars for their
man.
old Hurricanums that have been collecting dust. So I'm like, I'll just wait. Maybe I'll just use a base for a while anyway.
Yeah.
So the most painful thing definitely is going to be the extra nights I have to paint. Or will need to paint because that's for sure happening.
Yeah,
at least another 5.
Yeah. You've kind of set the bar.
But I might change the
set
color
the bar
scheme.
on those a little bit high, so you have to kind of keep that up. Yeah.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Like you said, I'm kind of like punching my way through 6 of these guys
Coxagons.
that I don't even know if I'll use in my army list, but I needed.
They look
I needed
really
to own.
cool.
I needed to own.
They
6
look
of them.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Seraphon's one of those armies like that really enables like the collective-y kind of side of you to come out because you can play 2 really distinctive play styles. So like you get the Coalesced army, which is like the tough beat 'em up guys, Saurus, Croxagors, Agrodons, T-Rexes, that sort of thing, monsters. And then you have the summoning side, which is like you pretty much have a Rolodex of any unit you can add to your army. Lots of spell casting. So like it is one of those armies where like you kind of just have to kind of collect everything and have a good collection, and then you can kind of just pick and choose what you want to use in your army. So I'm working my way through. I've probably got like 2,500 points of stuff, maybe more painted already. But I still feel like I'm missing a lot still. So
I forget. Do you have a Croak and a Slan or
just a Slan right now? Yeah. So
you need a Croak?
Yeah, Croak is cool. I've never been the like castle-y guy player, so I don't know if I can.
It is, yeah.
I don't know if I can be that guy, who just like tries to like build a little castle in his zone, just zaps everything.
I played against it, and
it's mean though.
It's very mean. Yeah. But the tactics are like more subtle. It's like how you deflect your opponent. For sure, matters a lot. Yeah. But yeah, you can definitely frustrate people, and then they just beat themselves because they like make a bad move and then you just keep torturing them.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, but like you said, the flip side is sometimes you have less control. But anyway, that's a different tactics video, I guess.
For sure. So, I do that. So that's pretty much the week. We're wrapping up our league. We'll probably be posting the next round pretty soon as well. That'll start in January. So.
Oh yeah.
So keep your eyes open.
Get some early. Maybe we'll have an early bird or something for that. We have to make some decisions too on any changes and how we'll run that. Because January is also kind of different. We've done kind of the slow grow for that.
Do that,
so maybe
so
there'll be
it might have
different events going on at the same time. I don't know. Yeah.
Or even like a third way to sign up, like you can sign up for a painting challenge as its own ticket or whatever, and they'll still be the gaming stuff as well. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for this week. So we'll catch you next week.
See ya.
Like and subscribe and all that fun stuff.